Let us now consider this problem. Here you are asked to find the symmetric equation of the line tangent with surfaces given by these equations. So here your p sub 0 is this point, which is 0, 3, 4. For the solution, let us first identify our big F and G. Transpose everything on this equation on the right side so that you will have this term minus this term. So you will have negative z plus y squared. So that will be your big F. Hence, we have this one as your f of xyz. Now, we do the same for this part. But here we transpose 25 on the left side so that these signs will be preserved except for 25. So here we have g of xyz to be this one. And from this point, we consider the following steps. Step 1. Find the gradient of f evaluated at p sub 0. Let us recall that in our previous discussion, this gradient is equal to this vector. And we find this one and then evaluate this at point p sub 0. So that the partial of f with respect to x, this one we have 2x, here you have y, this one reduces to 0, this one is 0, and this one is also 0, since y and z here is assumed to be constant. So that we have this one. For the partial of f with respect to y, this one reduces to 0, this one gives you x, this one gives you 2y, and this values derives to 0. So that's why you will have this one for fy. And for f sub z, deriving this one gives us negative 1, since all of these terms vanishes when derived with respect to z, also this one. So deriving this one with respect to z gives you negative 1. So that the value of your gradient evaluated at p sub 0 is equal to this one. So we simply substitute these points here in these equations, and this one gives you the vector 3, 6, negative 1. And for our step 2, we find the gradient of g evaluated at point p sub 0. So notice that the equation of g is equal to x squared plus y squared plus z squared minus 25. Now, if you derive this one with respect to x, then you will have this one. And if you derive this one with respect to y, you will have 2y. And finally, for z, you have 2z. And if you evaluate the gradient at p sub 0, you will have this one, which is equal to the vector 0, 6, 8. And for our step 3, we solve for the direction vector of our line, which is equal to the cross product of these gradients. Using those vectors that we have obtained, we have the cross product is equal to this formula. So here, this is the inputs for the gradient of f, and this is for the input for the gradient of g evaluated at p0. And it follows that this one is equal to this. As a quick recall, we can obtain this constant by canceling this first row and first column. This constant can be obtained by canceling this first row and second column. And these third constants can be obtained by canceling the first row and third column. So that's why you will have 3, 6, 0, 6. Now, doing so, we have this one. Cross multiplying this one, we have 48 minus negative 6. That's why you have 6. This one is 24 minus 0. That's why you have 24. And this one is 18 minus 0. That's why you will have this value. Simplifying this one gives us this vector, which is equal to the vector 54, negative 24, and 18. And therefore, we already have the direction vector for our tangent line. Let us now ask, why is this cross product equal to the direction vector of this tangent line? Now, consider this graph of the surfaces we have given in our problem. And p sub 0 is a point in this intersection. Now, by the tangent line, what we mean is this line. Now, notice that this line is tangent to both the paraboloid and the sphere. If you consider this sphere, its tangent plane is given by this one, with its normal vector equal to this one. And the formula for this normal vector is the gradient of g evaluated at p sub 0. Similarly, if you consider the paraboloid, then the normal vector is pointing this way, which is also equal to the gradient of f evaluated at p sub 0. Now, the cross product of these two vectors is equal to this vector, which is now the direction vector of our line. And this line can also be expressed as the intersection of two planes. Now, for our step 4, we substitute this direction vector and the point p sub 0 to the symmetric line formula. So this is our p0 and dv, and we have this one for the formula for the symmetric equations. Substitute these values, we have this equation. Now, notice that these denominators can be reduced. We can multiply 6 on all sides. That's why you will have this one. So this one 9, this one is negative 4, and this one is positive 3. And this is how you obtain the equation of your tangent line. And if you want more of the contents like this, subscribe and see you in our next video.